World Video Projects presents The Best of Killington. Brought to you by Continental Airlines. One airline can make a difference. By Alamo Rent-A-Car, where all the miles are free. By the Villages at Killington Luxury Lodging at an affordable price. And by Killington Vermont, America's 6th mountain ski resort. Now, here's your host, Christopher Peak.
The Green Mountains of Vermont are older than the Andes, the Alps, or the Rocky Mountains. You can ski in all these places, of course, but if you come here, you can ski an average of 233 days a year. Hello, I'm Christopher Peak, and this is the best of Killington. Killington, Vermont. It's the most popular ski resort in the eastern United States. And that's no surprise because Killington really has so much to offer. In addition to a ski season that can last into 7 months and more than 700 acres to ski on, Killington has lodging accommodations to fit any taste or pocketbook, a wide-ranging selection of restaurants, and exciting nightlife for partying the night away. There are great excursions to nearby communities such as historic Woodstock or Rutland, and some of the most diverse skiing terrain you'll find anywhere. Killington is located in the heart of Vermont in the town of Sherburne, about 150 miles from Boston, 250 miles from New York. As a result of its proximity to these and other major metropolitan centers in the east, the majority of Killington's visitors come here by automobile. You'll find people from all over the northeastern United States and from neighboring Canada as well. Of course, Killington attracts skiers from other parts of the country too. Most fly into Killington's Gateway Airport in Burlington, Vermont, then rent a car for the 85-mile drive down to Killington. If you want to enjoy all that's available here, it's a good idea to have a car at your disposal so you can enjoy a side trip to the quaint nearby communities, restaurants, art galleries, antique shops, and exhibits. If you're only here to ski, you'll find numerous ski-in, ski-out lodging accommodations. Many of the others have shuttle buses to the slopes. Killington first opened to skiers on December 13, 1958, the culmination of a dream of Preston Leach Smith, who remains as president of the company today. Smith and a team of his backers carved the Killington ski area out of the wilderness of the Calvin Coolidge State Forest. Initially, there were 3 mountains in the resort: Killington Peak, Sky Peak, and Snowden Mountain, with 7 certified ski trails, 2 Poma lifts, and a single base lodge. Today, this sprawling 6-mountain complex has 18 lifts connecting 107 trails, offering about 77 miles of skiing, twice as many miles as any other eastern ski resort. There's a comfortable base lodge at each of the 6 mountains, and a full-service lodge with a cafeteria on Killington Peak. Killington even has its own television station, providing skiers with the latest information about snow conditions and ski trail availabilities. There are so many trails at Killington that you could ski for a solid week and not cover the same trail twice. For the experts, there are a total of 39 challenging black diamond trails, including the legendary Outer Limits on Bear Mountain. Outer Limits is the steepest mogul slope in all of New England and lays claim to being the training ground for some of the world's best mogul skiers. There are more than 12 miles of advanced level skiing on Bear Mountain, Sky Peak, and Killington Peak. The names of the Black Diamond Trails are some of New England's best known, names like Superstar, Devil's Fiddle, Cascade, and Ovation. But don't get us wrong, these are just a few of the expert trails on just 3 of Killington's mountains. There are 21 more Black Diamond trails spreading over the 3 other mountains at Killington, adding up to more than enough variety to satisfy the appetite of the most demanding expert. Black Diamond trails are important, but they're only a small part of what Killington has to offer. It lays claim to having the largest and most diverse trail system in the East, and all 6 mountains are interconnected by easier trails. So if your family or group is made up of skiers of different ability levels, you'll be able to ski together all day, with everyone enjoying the trails of their own level, and rendezvous at the bottom to ride the lift back up again together. There are a total of 18 lifts here, including the 4-passenger gondola. It's the longest ski lift in North America.
The lifts at Killington have been regularly upgraded over the years, so they can move more people up the mountain in a shorter period of time. The result is that you spend less time in the lift lines.
Now, just to give you an idea, there are 5 quad chair lifts here, including 2 state-of-the-art high-speed detachable quads, 4 triple chairs, 6 doubles, 2 surface lifts, and the 3.5-mile-long gondola. Now, if you're only just beginning to ski, you won't find a better place to learn. The Killington Ski School is recognized as one of the best in the world and offers a variety of programs, from instruction for the beginner to clinics for the experts. They say that no ski area has taught more beginners to ski than Killington. The GLM, or graduated length method, of starting new skiers on shorter skis and progressing them to longer ones was pioneered here. Killington's accelerated Learn to Ski method and Beginners Ski Week program have a 99% success rate of introducing people to the sport of skiing.
Well, the accelerated program is kind of an offshoot of the GLM program, which was founded here at Killington in the mid-60s. Recently, we've moved to a longer ski from 100 centimeters up to what we now use is 135 centimeters long. The ski is designed to turn a little bit more efficiently than the older skis were. And we teach what we call a modified American teaching method system, where we start people off in wedge and then get them to wedge turns. And the biggest change would be the technology and the equipment, both boots and skis.
The snowshed area just outside the Snowshed Base Lodge is specifically designed for the novice skier, with 59 acres of gentle, easy skiing terrain. The Killington Ski School also has a practice chairlift to teach the beginner skier how to load and unload a lift. The Superstars Ski School for kids from age 6 to 12 is recognized as a leader in the ski industry. Not only does the Superstars program teach kids who have never been on a pair of skis, there are programs for the advanced youngster and for those who want to take up snowboarding. There's even a recreational racing course where ski school instructors offer private coaching. Now, for the kids who are not yet ready to tackle the slopes, the Killington Children's Center offers programs for kids from as young as just 6 weeks to as old as 12. You can be certain your kids are in good hands when you leave them here while you go skiing, because all Killington facilities are licensed through the state of Vermont as daycare centers. It's a popular program, so make sure you make reservations for your youngsters. Killington's 6 mountains and 107 trails offer the greatest diversity of skiing in the eastern United States. They're all interconnected, and you can ski from mountain to mountain and enjoy a wide variety of alpine terrain. Since Killington spans about 5,000 acres, be sure to pick up a trail map before starting your day. You may also want to take the Meet the Mountains tour to familiarize yourself with the 6 mountains. This comprehensive 2-hour guided tour leaves from the Snowshed Base Lodge at 9:45 in the morning. And hey, it's free! Of course, you can pick a starting point and conduct your own personal tour. Remember that each of Killington's mountains has its own personality. Think of it as 10 separate ski areas spread over 6 different mountains, all connected by novice trails. The easier routes down from the top of each mountain are marked by 6 distinctive symbols. For example, follow the Ram's Head signs to get to the bottom of Ram's Head. The red snowflake will guide you from the top of Killington Peak along a 3-mile route back to the Killington base. The double star marks the Killington North route. The running bear is the sign to follow for the easiest trail on Bear Mountain. A sunburst for the Sunrise Mountain Trail, and a gondola marks the 5-mile trail to the gondola base. So let's begin our tour at the Snowshed Base Lodge. As we said, this is the beginner's learning area. The Snowshed Base Lodge also offers lift ticket sales, a retail shop, and a ski rental and repair shop. Pogo Nips restaurant is located in Snowshed 2 for an early morning breakfast or lunchtime break. And the Vacation Center is based in the Snowshed Lodge. It's a one-stop registration center for lift tickets, equipment, ski lessons, and just about all of your needs if you've come to Killington on a weekend or a ski week program. Now, from the Snowshed area, you can access the main ski area or get to the Killington Base Lodge by taking any of the 3 lifts that are here. Remember to always lower your safety bar because it's a state law in Vermont. Immediately across Killington Road from Snowshed is the Ram's Head Base Lodge. The Ram's Head Double Chairlift. Ram's Head is an ideal area to ski for families with young children or adults who are just a step beyond the novice stage. There are 7 trails on Ram's Head, spreading over 6 miles, and only one of them is marked with a black diamond. On Ram's Head, there are long, uninterrupted intermediate cruising runs on trails such as Swirl and Timberline. All right, had enough of the easy stuff? Then let's make our way over to Snowden Mountain, where the trails are a little more difficult. The easier connecting trail is Caper. You'll find some great terrain on Snowden for polishing intermediate level skills. Trails like Bunny Buster and Great Bear, or Mouse Run and Shoot. Or you can drop down the Highline Racing Trail for a black diamond run to the Killington Base Lodge. At the base, take the Killington Peak lift to the top for some great skiing off Killington Peak. This is the tallest of the 6 mountains here at 4,241 feet. It's also the highest lift-serviced skiing in New England. Now, the Big Dipper, Double Dipper, Escapade, and Cascade are just a few of the trails you'll find on Killington Peak, and they'll test the mettle of the best of the skiers. From Killington Peak, you can also easily connect with Sky Peak and some incredibly long, easy cruising trails. Juggernaut, for example, meanders about 10 miles. It's the longest ski trail in the United States. Follow Boomerang and Great Eastern to the South Ridge area with mile after mile of cruising runs. Or continue on Great Eastern to the Superstar area on Sky Peak. Superstar is one of the most popular trails for advanced level skiers. Superstar, Skylark, and Ovation all drop steeply, bringing you back to the Killington Base Lodge. It's a full-service facility with an outdoor deck that's popular with sun lovers. And don't miss trying the handmade pizza from the Mountain Pizza Parlor. It's absolutely delicious. What about your skis? Their edges getting a little dull? Well, at Killington you'll find quick edge tuning shops at just about all of the base lodges where you can get your skis tuned and waxed for $10. And that's while you wait. From the Killington Base Lodge, the Superstar high-speed quad chairlift will take you back up to the top of Sky Peak for more great skiing and easy access to Needle's Eye, Bear Mountain, South Ridge, and Sunrise. Head over to Bear Mountain, the mecca for experts looking for moguls and the steep stuff. This is where you'll find Outer Limits, the steepest mogul slope in all of New England, as well as Bear Claw, Wildfire, and Devil's Fiddle. The Devil's Fiddle and Bear Mountain quad chairs service Bear Mountain, or you can catch the Sky Peak quad back to the top. The deck at the Bear Mountain base offers great viewing of the hot shots on Outer Limits and is the après-ski place to be in Killington. Sunrise Mountain is an easy connect from the Bear, and it's one of Killington's best-kept secrets. On Sunrise, the runs are long and the lifts start running very early. Sunrise even has its own special lift ticket, and you can ski here all day for a substantially lower ticket price. The Sunrise Mountain Base Complex is located on the far eastern edge of the resort. It's the first access to the ski area you'll come to if you drive to Killington from the east on US Route 4. You can usually find ample parking and access to the ski area by taking the Northeast Passage triple chair to the top of Sunrise Mountain. Continue along Route 4, and a half-mile farther west, you'll come to the Ottaquiche Gondola Terminal and Roaring Brook Road. Here, there's good parking space available, and lift lines are usually short. You'll be able to board the gondola and take the 3.5-mile, 28-minute ride to the top of Killington Peak. It's the longest ski lift ride in North America. And what a view! Of course, you can pass up the gondola access and take Roaring Brook Road off Highway 4 to the Bear Mountain Base Complex. You'll know when you get there, the sight of Outer Limits from the parking lot is awesome. If you pass up the gondola and bare mountain access to the slopes, continue along Route 4 to the Killington Road intersection. You'll recognize it when you see Bill's Country Store on the right and the big Welcome to Killington Region sign on the left. Take a left onto Killington Road and follow it 4 miles, and you'll wind up at the Killington Base Lodge, which is the main access to the ski area. Along the way, you'll pass the Snowshed Base Complex on the left, where we began our mountain tour a little earlier. Now, what about lodging and other amenities here at Killington? Well, there are dozens of hotels, lodges, condominiums, and restaurants scattered along Killington Road. If you like, you can book your stay through the Killington Lodging Bureau. With just one phone call, they'll take care of your airline tickets, auto rentals, and lodging reservations, and your lift tickets, ski equipment, and ski lessons will be waiting for you on your arrival in Killington. One of the most popular lodging operations here is the Villages at Killington. It's comprised of 6 beautiful condominium properties and the Villager Motor Inn. There's High Ridge, Fall Line, Trail Creek, Whiffle Tree, Pinnacle, and Sunrise Village on Sunrise Mountain. At Sunrise Mountain Village, you can put on your skis and hit the trail right out your back door. At the end of the day, you can ski right back up to your apartment. Sunrise Mountain Village offers a wide variety of lodging, from single-level 1- and 2-bedroom suites to 2- and 4-bedroom townhouses. All are luxuriously furnished and all feature a fully equipped kitchen, microwave, cable TV, VCR, washer-dryer, telephone, and fireplace. High Ridge has a beautiful Trails End location with mountain-high views and impressive amenities. There are 115 1- to 4-bedroom condominiums and townhomes here, with spacious interiors and cozy fireplaces. Just down the road in a peaceful wooded setting are the Fall Line condominiums, where you can vacation in a 1-, 2-, or 3-bedroom property. These lovely units feature a massive brick fireplace and fully equipped kitchen. Trail Creek is another picturesque property at Killington, with deluxe 1-, 2-, and 3-bedroom units, all fully equipped with a washer-dryer, cable TV, stereo, telephone, and microwave. We also like the 132 units of the Pinnacle. These condos range from 1 to 3 bedrooms, and many have a den and a cathedral ceiling. Many of the Killington Village properties have a sports center where you can go for a dip in an indoor pool or relax in a whirlpool or sauna. You can walk to the slopes for many of these properties, or, if you like, catch the Killington Village shuttle bus. There's one running just about every 10 minutes. We also like the modern country styling of the Glazebrook townhouses. These beautiful units offer views of the slopes and are located less than a mile from the ski lifts. Each unit is luxuriously furnished and has a fully equipped kitchen, sauna, whirlpool tub, and its own entertainment center. One of our favorite places to stay is the Inn of the Six Mountains. It's been rated as one of the top 10 ski lodges in the country. There are 103 rooms and suites in this lovely inn on Killington Road, each furnished with a unique New England touch. This beautiful, traditionally styled inn is surrounded by such contemporary comforts as a fireside lounge, an indoor swimming pool, and the New World Bar and Grill. There's a delicious buffet breakfast served daily from 7:30 a.m., and dinner is served from 6 o'clock. The Summit is one of Killington's original lodges, and it offers a classic New England ambiance that's hard to beat. The accommodations are comfortable and homey, and there's an indoor hot tub and a heated outdoor pool. Maxwell's restaurant is located in the Summit, and this dining spot offers some of the finest food in Killington. Try the roast prime rib, the chicken francais, or the baked Norwegian salmon. The trademark of the Summit, by the way, is the St. Bernard, and there are 2 of these friendly animals here to greet you, Heidi and Maxwell. The Red Rob Inn is another lodge that's been around for quite a while and has become something of a tradition among Killington regulars. Each of the 33 rooms here has a private bath. Kitchenettes and suites are also available. There's a fireside lounge that's a popular après-ski gathering spot, and Jason's restaurant is widely known for a menu that features light Northern Italian cuisine and fresh homemade pasta. Just a short distance away on Killington Road is the Chalet Salzburg. It's built on the concept of a European chalet and bills itself as a skier's lodge. If you're looking for a bit more luxury in a bed and breakfast hotel, try the Vermont Inn a few miles west of Killington Road on Highway 4. Just down the highway is another bed and breakfast inn with a reputation for charm and excellence, the Red Clover Inn. Situated on a winding country road, the main house of this delightful country inn has been beautifully restored with an old-fashioned charm. There are 15 rooms available here, most with a private bath. The living room is furnished with comfortable couches and chairs, and the hearth is the perfect place to relax with friends and other guests after a day on the slopes. There's a small pub off the living room, and 3 charming dining rooms where dinner is a memorable experience of candlelight and gourmet food. Everything is exquisitely prepared to order by Chef Bill Knoll and his staff. Lamb is a specialty of the house here, but be sure to try the roast Long Island duck served in a raspberry port wine sauce. And we also like the poached Norwegian salmon. And from the dessert menu, we highly recommend the apple cobbler. Don't miss the Red Clover Inn. It's an unforgettable experience. We also like the Tulip Tree Inn. It's a bit farther away in the town of Chittenden. This quaint inn was built in 1842 as a farmhouse. It's been beautifully restored. It offers a backwoods luxury. It's impossible to beat. A little more than a mile away is the popular Mountaintop Cross-Country Ski Resort with its 33 rooms and 22 chalets. Cross-country skiers often claim that Mountaintop is Vermont's best-kept secret. Here there's a well-manicured system of 110 cross-country trails spread over thousands of acres of beautiful terrain. You can glide over glistening meadows or through snow-blanketed forests on trails for any level of ability. At Mountaintop, there are lots of other activities such as ice skating, sledding, and horseback riding. And you can also enjoy a wonderful sleigh ride through the snow-covered Vermont countryside. Another long-standing lodging favorite is the Mountain Meadows Lodge, just off Highway 4, about a half mile from Killington Road. It's a casual and friendly place operated by the Stevens family, and it too caters to the cross-country skier. Hearty breakfast fare is a trademark here, and we especially like the hot Vermont maple oatmeal with apples. It's just as delicious as it sounds. Mountain Meadows has 25 kilometers of groomed and tracked trails right out the back door. The trail system spreads across the 100-acre Kent Lake and the surrounding meadows and hills, offering a variety of terrain for all abilities. And Mike Miller's cross-country ski shop is located here at Mountain Meadows. You'll be able to buy or rent any equipment you need for cross-country skiing.
Day or night, Killington Road is the heartbeat of the ski area. Quick shops to ski rentals, hotels to motels, soups to steaks. You'll find it all here on the Killington Road.
For sheer elegance and delicious gourmet cuisine, don't miss Hemingway's on Highway 4 east of Killington Road. Hemingway's is located in Vermont pioneer Asa Briggs' beautifully restored 120-year-old country home. And today, it's an elegant dining establishment operated by Linda and Ted Fondulis. Reservations are required at Hemingway's, but if you arrive early, you can relax by the fireplace in the cozy parlor while you await your table in one of the distinctive dining areas. Perhaps you might choose to dine in the unique stone-walled wine cellar and select a vintage bottle of wine from the extensive Hemingway's collection. Upstairs, off the parlor, there are 2 main dining rooms, both intimately lighted and beautifully appointed with crystal chandeliers and fresh floral bouquets. For something different, we suggest you try the tasting menu and sample 4 of the main courses, with a different glass of wine served with each course. And you can't miss having dessert at Hemingway's. For the chocoholic, the chocolate tureen is especially superb. You'll find the service at Hemingway's impeccable, the food outstanding, and it's our choice for the best restaurant in Killington. Now, for an atmosphere that's a bit less formal, try Casey's Caboose. This restaurant is built around an actual railroad caboose, the interior highlighting the days when the steam engine was king. There's even an electric train that runs around the ceiling, and your dining table might be what used to be the conductor's old bunk bed. Novelties aside, the food at Casey's is good too. Try the surf and turf plate of steak and shrimp, or the whole Maine lobster. If you haven't been to Casey's, you haven't been to Killington. For a unique concept in dining, try Claude's and Choices in the Glazebrook Shopping Center on Killington Road. Here you'll find two restaurants under one roof. Choices on one side offers casual dining and good food, while Claude's on the other side offers a gourmet menu and a formal candlelit setting. Meals are prepared for both restaurants out of the same kitchen, and the two restaurants are separated by a popular beverage bar. Claude's and Choices, two restaurants you won't want to miss while you're in Killington. And if your taste runs to Italian, there are several restaurants in Killington well worth visiting. Luigi's Little Naples will please you if you like fine regional Italian cuisine. Luigi's offers an extensive Italian wine selection to complement your meal. Try the homemade fettuccine alfredo, the ziti with vodka sauce, or tortellini bolognese. For exquisite Italian dining, make Luigi's Little Naples a must-visit on your Killington itinerary. For a more casual Italian atmosphere, try the Pasta Pot. Say hello to Pasta Pete and ask him to make you one of his famous pizzas. They're legendary in Killington. The antipasto salad here is equally superb, and the main course dinners are just excellent. Try the shrimp scampi for a real treat, the chicken cacciatore, or the linguine with clam sauce. There's also a cozy bar at the Pasta Pot. It's a great late-night gathering spot for locals in Killington. Got a taste for Mexican food? Well, stop in at Gaucho's Mexican Restaurant and Bar. It's open for lunch and dinner, and the tacos are always yours for the making. If you're on a budget, the Gaucho's 2-for-1 meal deal on certain nights will save you a few pesos and stretch your wallet. You'll also want to visit Mother Shapiro's for a truly fun dining experience. Part of the building used to be the original Killington-based lodge. The interior is quaintly furnished with an early American touch, and there's a cozy fireplace for warmth and atmosphere. Mother Shapiro's is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but we particularly like their breakfast. Don't miss the Jewish French toast or the lox and bagels with cream cheese, tomato, and cucumber. As they say at Mother Shapiro's, such a nice place. We also like the grist mill for lunch and dinner. Sunday brunch is first rate. The menu here is hearty New England fare at affordable prices. The grist mill is a popular après-ski gathering spot. There's usually entertainment and always free munchies. Charity's Saloon is another Killington Road restaurant we recommend for lunch and dinner. The atmosphere at Charity's is casual and laid back, and the cheeseburgers are scrumptious. We also like the long-standing landmark in Killington, the Wobbly Barn. Nothing fancy here with pine plank floors and barnboard siding, but this good-time drinking and dining establishment offers delicious charbroiled steaks, mouth-watering prime rib, and the salad bar here is the most extensive in town. One of our favorite restaurants in Killington is the Back Behind Saloon. The name aptly describes this little eatery since it's situated back behind the Northeast Passage ski lift. They do serve full-course meals, but the burgers and steaks are as good as you'll find anywhere in Killington. And the steak sandwiches are simply delicious. We also like Judd Dugan's Pub and Restaurant. You can ski right up to the front door, park your skis, and then enjoy what they refer to as dignified drinking and dining. It's friendly and relaxed here at Judd Dugan's, and a lunchtime stop that has become something of a tradition. Now, if you venture into the nearby town of Rutland for dinner, stop in at the Sirloin Saloon. As its name suggests, it's just excellent for a sirloin steak or fillet, and the whole Maine lobster is a real treat. The enormous salad bar here is crisp and fresh. So if your dining habits are vegetarian in nature, you'll be quite well accommodated with the Sirloin Saloon's offering. Several restaurants specializing in breakfast fare that we highly recommend are Sugar and Spice for a real Vermont experience, Marge and John's for country charm, and Blanche and Bill's Pancake House for real down-home cooking. At Blanche and Bill's, the menu is written on the wall, along with a few other choice comments and philosophical remarks. As you might have guessed, the specialty here is pancakes. Pancakes and more pancakes. Now, what about nightlife? Well, Killington definitely rocks. There are several night spots in Killington where the partying doesn't stop until after midnight. We've already told you about the Wobbly Barn, This double-deck bar is widely known as one of the hot spots for late-night entertainment. Pop bands playing throughout the season, from rock to rhythm and blues to jazz. Just down the street is the Pickle Barrel, where there's always a rock and roll band playing on weekends, and there are nightly drink specials. Dancing continues until the wee hours. And a little further up the road, you'll find the Night Spot, where a disc jockey will spin your favorite record on request. It's the only nightclub we've found where you can have your skis tuned and waxed at the bar. Just next door is another of our favorites, Gentleman Dan's Bar and Grill. This checkerboard bar and grill is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it's a great late-night eating and drinking spot as well. In and around Killington, there's lots to see and do, and some great places to shop. How about ski gear? Well, being a ski center, there's more than a few ski shops in Killington, places like the Finish Line and Peak Performance in the Glazebrook Shopping Center. And we highly recommend Southworth's on Route 4. It's one of the oldest ski shops in Killington, and they offer a complete selection of ski wear and equipment featuring just about all of the major brand names. Southworth also rents and repairs ski equipment, and has a good history of satisfying its customers' needs. We also like Blue Moon Sports in the Killington Mall. Blue Moon Sports carries a wide variety of all of the latest styles in fashion ski wear, and they have an excellent selection of ski wear for children. There's also a rental and repair shop at Blue Moon, and the technicians here take special care in making sure that everything you rent, buy, or have repaired is perfect. Aspen East out on Highway 4 is another well-respected ski shop operation in Killington. Aspen East is owned and operated by Lee Quaglia and his family, and they carry an excellent selection of merchandise. They've established a good reputation for their attention to detail, and they're known as one of the best places in Killington for tuning skis. Aspen East also has a very reasonable equipment rental program. At Killington, you'll find dozens of things to do to complement your ski vacation. Central Vermont is so historic and picturesque, you'll love to explore the surrounding countryside. Travel to the east on Highway 4 and you'll come to Bridgewater. Stop at the old Bridgewater Woolen Mill Complex, originally constructed in 1825, and today it's been converted into a marketplace, and there are more than 40 unique New England shops here. You can get a good deal on new ski equipment or clothing, or buy an antique handmade clock. You can still get a hand-knitted wool sweater or ski cap here too. And while you're at the marketplace, stop in at the Mountain Brewers. Take a tour of their plant. They're proud of it, and they'll show you how they brew their Long Trail Ale. Watch it being bottled, capped, and labeled. Once you've completed the tour, stop by the on-premises Meister Brewers Bar and sample the finished product. Just a few miles east of Bridgewater is Woodstock.
Founded in 1761, the town of Woodstock is loaded with historic charm. Here you'll find dozens of antique shops, art galleries, and cozy bed and breakfast inns.
In fact, you'll find a bed and breakfast here on just about every block. For some real luxury, try the historic Woodstock Inn. There's a country charm here that makes a visit to Woodstock a memorable experience. The century-old Norman Williams Public Library is a local landmark with its Norman architecture and Romanesque detail. If you're looking for authentic New England art, why not stop in at Gallery on the Green? Everything on display here was either sculpted or painted by an artist living in New England. Of course, there's a lot more to Woodstock than art galleries and charming inns. There are church bell towers, 5 of them with the original bells made by Paul Revere. There are a wealth of historic buildings, covered bridges, and antique shops. And one of our favorites is the Church Street Gallery, located in a house that's an antique in itself since it was built in 1823. Inside, an antique collector's dream world, from spinning wheels and butter churns to turn-of-the-century vases and statuettes. Now, you can't miss visiting Woodstock when you ski Killington. It's sure to evoke nostalgia for an era gone by. Just east of Woodstock on Route 4 is the town of Queechee. A visit to the Simon Pierce Glass and Pottery Factory here is well worth the time spent. You'll be able to watch molten glass being blown, hand-turned, and formed into a myriad of beautiful objects. After the tour, visit the showroom. Pick up a gift of glass to take back home with you. Now to the west of Killington is the town of Rutland, the crossroads, they say, of Vermont culture. The day of shopping in this bustling community will yield more than a few bargains, with all the factory outlet stores located here. You'll want to visit the Norman Rockwell Museum. The museum was established in 1976, and it features a comprehensive display of the famous American artist's 65 years of work. On display are just about all of the magazine covers Rockwell painted for the Saturday Evening Post, as well as many of his advertising renderings and illustrations. The museum also offers Rockwell reprints for sale to the public. If you're a collector of fine art, you'll want to stop in at the Peel Gallery in Danby, about halfway between Rutland and Manchester, on Route 7. The gallery is located in a converted barn and silo, and it offers art treasures by many of the most contemporary artists in the country. You can buy original work here for as little as $25 to as much as $35,000. The Peel Gallery is rapidly gaining an international reputation. If you're a collector of art, it's well worth the driving time to get to it. Now, since Vermont is known as the Marble State, a visit to the Vermont Marble exhibit in nearby Proctor is in order. While you're there, tour the Hall of Presidents, which features a marble relief of each of the presidents of the United States. You'll also be able to watch a giant marble quarry stone being sliced into a slab and find that special gift of marble in the gift shop. Now, obviously, Vermont is also known for another deliciously important product, maple syrup. If you visit Killington in the spring, you'll get the opportunity to see the sugar makers tap the maple trees and hang the buckets to catch the sap. Maple sugaring has been a tradition in Vermont for centuries, first practiced by the Native Americans and then passed on to the colonists. Today, quaint sugar houses still dot the countryside and sap buckets hang from the maple trees. The modern technology and plastic tubing is used by some producers, but the deliciously sweet aroma of boiling sap that signals the arrival of spring in Vermont is the same today as it was hundreds of years ago. Did you know that it takes about 40 gallons of sap to yield a single gallon of maple syrup? If yours is a springtime visit to Killington, a stop at a sugar house, and a trip to the New England Maple Museum in Pittsford, it's a wonderful experience. As we've said, the Killington ski season is a long one, starting in early fall and continuing into early summer, averaging 224 days each year. A big reason for this lengthy ski season is Killington's ability to make snow. This resort was one of the early pioneers in the use of machine-made snow, and a lot of the credit for the advances in the industry are a direct result of research and development that go on right here at Killington. Today, Killington lays claim to having the world's most extensive snowmaking coverage. It's all computer-controlled from the Killington Base Complex, and underground steel pipes crisscross all 6 of Killington's mountains, allowing resort technicians to lay down a blanket of machine-made snow on 66 of the resort's 107 trails and service all 18 lifts. If you plan your vacation for the right time of the year, you'll be able to go skiing in the morning and play a round of golf in the afternoon. The fall months, we might add, are truly beautiful in Vermont. Throughout the year, Killington officials schedule a series of ski weeks for different interest levels, beginning with the annual ski school for instructors in November, through the traditional May Day Fun Slalom and the Memorial Day Triathlon. In between, there's Race Week, with mountain coaching on Running the Gates and the 4-week Collegiate Ski Fest during winter break, an annual favorite. There are also women's ski escape weeks in January, February, and March. Other target ski weeks include Teen Ski, tailored just for the teenage skier, and Canadian American Ski Week. There are several annual events at Killington that are eagerly looked forward to in skiing circles, and they include the Ski House Challenge in March, a madcap event with great costumes, prizes, and parties, the Juggernaut Alpine Cross Country Ski Derby, and the Bear Mountain Mogul Challenge, which is in early April, the granddaddy of all mogul contests. It's a head-to-head competition on the infamous outer limits, and mogul skiers from around the country are usually on hand for this one. Killington has a lot to offer the skiing public. John Clifford, the resort's vice president of marketing, says Killington will only get bigger and better in the future.
Well, the thing that's gotten Killington into the #1 spot in the East has been the diversity of the terrain on the 6 mountains and the amount of snowmaking that we make. We're going to continue to do a lot of research on our snowmaking systems. We think we can double the output of the system we have now. We think we can expand the system to cover 100% of the area in the future. And we have a number of lift improvements scheduled over the next few years. We're going to be adding some more detachable quad chairlifts. Right now you can ski in 3 towns and still stay in Killington Ski Complex. You can ski over about a 5-mile area from end to end, and we're going to continue to try and expand that. That's what makes us unique. That's what makes it a special area.
There are exciting plans on the drawing board for this beautiful resort. Plans that will only serve to enhance its image as the #1 ski area in the East.
The 6 mountains of Killington, many people say they offer the best skiing in the eastern United States. Seemingly endless terrain, and you can ski here from October to June. I'm Christopher Peak, and this has been The Best of Killington.
Long after the plane has landed, the thing you remember most about an airline is its people. So at Continental, our people are taking special training to learn about you. How to answer your questions faster, solve your problems on the spot, and go that extra mile to make flying better. The one thing we don't have to teach them is how to be nice. They just come to us that way. Continental is making a difference, and we're doing it all for you.
If you're ever near Durango, Colorado, you'll find a road to the sky. Where 100 years ago, men searched for the gold and silver they saw there. There are over 4 million miles of roads in Alamo territory, all across America. And every day, with every car nationwide, only Alamo gives you all those miles for free, including a 70-mile stretch along Route 550 in Colorado that takes you right up to the sky.